augers, dethatchers, and edgers, and we're going to go over a lot of new innovative products that we've got for you guys. And you know, today's market is highly gas. Actually, there's only one option for customers out there, and it's gas, right? If you want to buy a tiller, you're going to have to buy a very clunky, heavy gas unit, noisy gas unit, right? So what we've done here is we've introduced a lot of first evers, right? So you'll see the first ever front tine tiller that's going to be Whisper series, and then you're going to see a rear tine tiller, first ever cordless rear tine tiller on the market. There's none like it. And as we move on, I'll explain some of the other features here. But we have a dethatcher, which is also first ever cordless, which is a dethatcher and an aerator. We do have a 1+ option that's already hit the stores, so this is meant for small gardens, right? As you step up to the front tine tiller, again, it is Whisper series, and it is the quietest front tine tiller in its class. We've really started to think through a lot of the constraints that the gas tillers have out there, and we started thinking through, like, what can we make better out of this, right? One of the disadvantages was trying to get the front tine tillers from point A to point B, right? And trying to get to your plot of land. Some of these gas tillers are very heavy, and they have these tiny little wheels, maybe like 4 inches high, and so they're just not great to get there. So we've put in 10-inch wheels, and we've also noticed that with these large wheels, it's hard to get deeper with those wheels in the way, right? So we've engineered a way to, once you get to point B, to be able to pull down on this and get them out of the way so you can dig deeper, right? So you actually have 3 settings here. So this is to dig as deep as you want. This is one that we call surface tilling, and then the final one is, transport mode. But very easy to do. Once you get there, you're able to get the job done quicker and faster. So I am going to start this for you because I want you to hear and listen how much noise this actually makes, because it's barely any, and it's amazing. If you ever used a gas tiller before, you'll know the difference. It's nuts how quiet these are. So easy to use that you can actually just walk behind it with one hand. One other thing that we added here that a lot of the gas tillers don't have is a drag stake. So if you've ever used even like corded tillers before, or cultivators, you'll notice that when they're front tines, that means they're pushing you forward, they're propelling you forward, right? And what happens is it tends to run away from you. So the whole time you're kind of like pushing back at this while this is trying to go forward, and you're going to have to go back and forth, back and forth. So we've included a drag stake, which basically anchors you to the ground. So the deeper this goes into the ground, the less you're going to have to push on it, because it's basically holding you in place and letting you deeper. Sorry. Okay, as you move up, you've got a rear tine tiller. So this is game changing. We're taking all that innovation, all that technology, all the power that we've learned in our 2-stage snowblowers and even our ZTRs, and we've applied it here. Because right now, what we're competing against out in the market, our 200cc engines are bigger, right? So if you'll see in here, it actually comes with 4 40-volt batteries. 4 6-amp 40-volt batteries, okay? It is running off of 80 volts, so the whole system is actually running off of 2 batteries at once to be in series to get up to 80 volts and get the power that it needs to be able to do the job. It does have a key similar to the mowers. So first you can use pair A, which would be the left, and then you can swap over to pair B once you just like swapping over the key.
Do you have to buy this with the batteries, or can you buy it just?
We don't sell it as a bare tool because we're worried that somebody might be able to put like a smaller battery and not have the experience that we want them to.
Oh,
does that make sense? Yep. All right, so a couple of other innovative features here. So when it comes to tilling, weight is your friend, right? So the more weight you have on this unit, the better and the smoother your tilling experience is going to be, right? Because you don't want this thing bouncing around as it's hitting things in the rocks and the dirt. You want it to be as smooth as possible. So we have a ballast in the front, which you can put sand, rocks, any added weight you want. It's integrated in. You add that weight in here and it helps you dig further, right? You also have a bull bar. And this goes for the front tine too. So this bull bar, not just a handle, you can attach extra weight there. So if you get a bag of sand or something, you can actually attach it here and add even more weight. Finally, the one really cool innovative feature that a lot of the gas users or products don't have is a transport mode. So a gas engine, a lot of the tillers, some of them have them separate, but you're not able to run the tines without running the wheels. right? So to get from point A to point B, you either have to disconnect the gearbox from the wheels and be able to push it 200 pounds, like 150 to 200 pounds. You got to push it up to whatever you got to go to. Or, sorry, I lost my train of thought there. Right, or you got to run it with the tines, exactly. So you're going to have to pick this thing up and it's not efficient. So what we've done here is integrated a transport mode, which allows us to move just the motors of the wheels up to 2.5 miles per hour. So you can basically run behind this thing if you wanted to. But that's one of the limitations you have with the gas that we don't have here. And so finally what I want to do is I want to show you how easy it is to use this thing. So it's so easy that I can use it with one hand. So perfect for breaking new ground, for anything, any type of dirt you need to use. We do get up to 30 minutes of runtime with all of 4 included batteries. If you have extra batteries, you pop them in and you keep going. Questions? No? Okay, I'm gonna keep moving. So behind us we have the augers. So these actually been in stores, they've been out for about a year plus, and people are losing their minds on this. This product here is actually the highest rated product we have outdoor. It has over 500 reviews and is a 4.9 out of 5. People love it. You get up to 50 holes per charge with one 4-amp-hour battery. It comes with an 8-inch bit, and this is kind of deceiving, but it's a pretty big bit. So it comes with an 8-inch bit. The 18 volt comes with a 6-inch bit, and we actually offer different size bits online. So we go anywhere from 4 inches all the way up to 10 inches. And we just launched an ice bit. So if you want to do ice pitching, you can actually put an ice bit on this and you can pick it. And it does really well. It's much easier than the gas. All right. Any questions here?
Do you have an ice bit for the 18 volt one?
They're both the same, same bits. So like the bit is universal, so it'll fit both of them is what I meant. One final thing. So the way we win here compared to the gas competitors out there is the anti-kickback protection. So I don't know if you've ever seen them YouTube videos or not, but those gas augers aren't exactly safe, right? They can whip around and actually hurt you. There's been injuries in the wrist, even in some videos where people get like flipped around, right? So they're very, very dangerous. We have anti-kickback protection. As soon as they feel a jolt, they shut off. Okay, Dethatcher. So this is new to the market, first ever cordless dethatcher and an aerator. It comes with the aerator wheel that you can easily swap between two. It gets powered by 2 18-volt 4-amp-hour batteries and actually runs at 36 volts to give it the power that it needs. But it's as simple as pressing the button and like a mower. We recommend you do this to your lawn at least once a year to keep it healthy and to keep it green. Good.
Nice.
That is not in Home Depot yet?
This will be in Home Depot in the next couple of weeks.
And what's the retail on it?
I have to double check. I think it's $3.99, but don't quote me on it.
What's in
We
there
sell
now?
like 3,000 from Amazon a year, not that brand.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
Sun
people-
Joe one?
Yeah, people.
Yeah.
This is one of the
I think
most
Greenworks.
requested products for RYOBI. So we think it's going to do very well.
I agree with you.
I've been waiting on it for a while.
It actually, in my opinion, it actually does too well, but you know. Just so the next up is we have a brand new 40-volt edger. So I probably can't spend enough time talking about this. There's so many new innovative features here. It's going to be hard for me to get it all. But one of the most important ones, so if you've ever edged before on a curb, you know that sometimes, depending on the size of your curb, you're kind of like balancing between two wheels, and you're kind of like straddling this thing. It's very hard to keep your balance. Well, we included a drop wheel, which is this little lever right here. It drops down and it actually falls on the bottom of the curb, so you can ride it just like you need to.
Can you do that again?
Sure. So you got a drop wheel here.
Nice.
All right, the other innovative feature is we have another level on the right-hand side, right? This right here is for your height adjust. So no more trying to go down there and adjusting your height. You hit this lever and you simply lift and go up and down and you get the right height that you need. It's got an edge guide, it's got a blade guide, it's got a quick interchanging blade design. It's got removing debris. So this, you know, obviously if you've used the edger before, this kind of gets a lot of debris, a lot of mud, there's dirt that gets stuck up here. Well, we've got a design where you can just simply swipe left and right and remove some of the dirt that gets caught up in there. It's got an area for you to put in a replacement blade in here for storage, and it gives you the tool that you need to be able to change the blade right there in this spot. Finally, the last innovative feature we had was, we've seen that a lot of customers like to either push their edger behind, or they actually like to walk beside it, right? They like to be next to it instead of behind it. So we've integrated a 90-degree turn so you can hold it like this. Oh yeah, and I'm pretty sure I'm missing like 2 or 3 innovative features, but you know, those are the gist here. So questions?
That's nice.
Awesome. This is coming out sometime this year in the spring. All right, let's get our hands on tools. So if you guys have any questions,
What's the runtime on that?
up to 30 minutes.
How does it look at the bottom? What do you got on there now? What's the
Dethatcher, and then we have the aerator over here. So when you want to swap them out, it's simply 2 screws. It pops out, and you pop that one.
So I'm like